Well, hello everyone, Dan Hurd with Dan Hurd Prospecting here. Welcome back to my channel. And if you're new, welcome. I hope to earn your subscription today. I am so excited. I am back here at my Star Sapphire claim. I'm here for a couple of days to harvest some great sapphire specimens, and I'm really hoping for that one big crystal that I can get made into what I'm hoping is the perfect Star Sapphire. That's the goal. Wish me luck, and I hope you enjoy. Now I'm walking in this evening to just scout things out, maybe collect a few specimens. Tomorrow I plan to bring the quad down here with the generator, the jackhammer, feather and wedges, all the tools we need, and see what we can get. Not quite on my claim yet. My claim is just past that corner, but I'm liking what I'm seeing so far. I'm actually checking out the hillside above, up on my claim, and I see some outcrops up there that someday I should go check out. And this claim is not only known for its Star Sapphires, it also has beautiful garnets, some of which are facetable, perfectly gemmy, facetable, and can make great jewelry. Not sure if I'm going after that this trip. We'll see. Definitely need those sapphires. So scouting right now, what I'm looking for is these pegmatites, these white sections in the dark stone that have little inclusions. Now these are garnets, nice garnets, but garnets I'm looking for, they kind of look gray to black, usually hexagon shaped, also sometimes they're square because you see them on the side, inclusions. There's great garnets right here, but I don't see any sapphire yet. Often the sapphire is also in with some tourmaline? I think it's tourmaline. Black crystals. Look at the garnet up there. That's amazing garnet. It's a crazy piece of garnet. I might take that just for the garnet, but let's keep searching for the sapphire. Small pegmatites, lots of garnet. I'll have a close look at each and every one. Now this is probably where I'll be spending most of my efforts tomorrow, is checking out this face, because I know there's sapphires. I can see them. Sapphire, 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 sapphire. There's sapphires on this face, and this is where I'll be spending most of my efforts tomorrow to try to extract a few. And I see them all along this one pegmatite here, but I will also be looking to see if there's more close by, because where better to look than a place that's already showing you some. And we're hoping some of these other pegmatites will have them. There we are. I think that's some right there too. We'll have to get some fresh breaks and find out. I got new glasses recently, and oh my goodness, I think they're worse than my last ones. I cannot focus on anything. So much for my bad eyes getting better. They're getting worse. There's another spot right here. Now, this site had a lot of prospecting back in the, I think it was like the 90s. And what brought my eye down to this pegmatite was these cuts. You can see these cuts in here. Someone brought a diamond saw in, cut out a chunk of this pegmatite, but when I look at what they left, there's a sapphire, there's a sapphire, and there's a sapphire. So again, I'll probably look at this spot here. I might see something down underneath the ground level here. So when you pull this back, you see something. I might dig that away. There's another one there. I see sapphires in it. Again, that looks promising, but I'm not sure. So we've got definite pegmatites with sapphires down here. Tomorrow is going to be a good day. We're going to get some nice specimens. I'm really hoping for that one big crystal. We definitely have a lot of looking along this face. As I dug down at the base there, I found 4 or 5 more spots that show sapphires, all small, but a small pocket could easily open up into a big pocket. Big pockets can easily pinch off to small. So there's definitely some work to be done here. I wonder what's up too high for me to even look at. And of course, a bluff like that was blasted for the railway leaves debris. This debris could have pegmatites in it every bit as easy as that face. So I will investigate these things as well, though I would assume they are well picked over. Who knows, maybe it's got something. This whole area is just one great big chunk of gneiss, metamorphosized rock. So it's a granite or something like that that got heated and pressure and twisted and half melted. And every once in a while, one of these little pockets that it forms in the mashup will hold enough corundum in it, make crystals, which we call sapphires. And the ones along here make perfect six-sided stars. Star sapphires, baby. Just gotta find those pockets. There's not all that many sapphires in British Columbia. There are a few, and my buddy Chris actually runs one of the sapphire mines here in BC, and he's invited me up to his mine later this summer. So hopefully we can make things work out and I can take you up to an actual sapphire mine where the sapphires are blue, they star, and you can get sapphires that are huge. Hopefully that happens later this summer. Okay, I've got a plan for tomorrow. I know where I'm hitting, I know how I'm hitting it. I'm gonna find some sapphires. Still hoping for that big one. I saw some old decomposed that were fairly big where I want to hit, so I think I might get a good sized one. Anyhow, see you tomorrow morning. Well, here I am, back at the first spot to tackle today. I'm gonna go after the best looking specimen first, and then move down into sort of lesser and lesser specimens along the way. I wanna come out of here with something good today. So if the first specimen is the only one I can get, it's the only one I can get, but I want something good. I've flagged off my quad here just because this is an active recreational biking trail and great visibility from both sides, no problem, but I just wanna sort of warn people that I'm here. I've got the high vis vest on today. I will be putting the brain bucket on. Want to make myself look official here so that people that are using this trail recreationally know that I am here for a purpose. Yes, this is a claim. I am legally allowed to be doing what I'm doing here, and I just want people to not question that. So I've made it look very official. Let's get digging. Now this is the nicest looking spot I can see on my claim here. I believe these are sapphire crystals. I won't really be able to tell until I get the specimen out and see if they're hexagons. I'm gonna try to get this specimen out, try to get that specimen that's definitely a sapphire crystal there. Might try to get one from over here. See what I can do. Very hard when working on a flat wall using feather and wedges to get specimens out, because the way they work, they want to create flat fractures. So in a place like this, you have to kind of go in on an angle all the way around and try to scoop out a section. Kind of difficult, but I got the big drill today, so hopefully it'll be a bit easier. Last time I just had the little guy. Okay, lots of holes all around that pegmatite there. Now, if you're new to my channel or haven't seen me doing this before, I use a tool called a feather and wedge that goes in the holes I drilled there, and as you hit it, it expands with an enormous amount of pressure and cracks rocks. And I've got 4 of them right now. I'm going to start with one up here and see if I can just pop off this chunk. I see a natural flaw back there. I think one can take this off, just gets me into where I want to be a bit better. So right now I'm not actually trying to get the pegmatite out, I'm just trying to get this rock off, and then I'll decide if I put another hole there or not, or if I just take these two and try to lift the peg. I'll see what happens if this pops off nicely. First chunk of rock off. No sapphires in that chunk. So some of it came off, but not as a chunk like I wanted. So the top one did not come the way I wanted. It spalled off the surface, didn't go back to this natural flaw. I could throw another one in and try, but what I'm gonna do instead is I'm gonna try these bottom two and see if I can break off the rock just below the pegmatite. Trying to just free up a big chunk of that so it comes out as one. Now the first piece up into the pegmatite just spalled off. Let's get the camera on it as we open it to see if there's any sapphires. No, it's still just below, just barely below the pegmatite. So the pegmatite, it went up to there. Pegmatite's right there. Just want this rock off. It's really tight in there though. There we go. The rock I wanted just came. So again, this is just getting ready to pull the pegmatite out. But I want to check all the pieces to make sure none of them have actual sapphire in them. Perfect. Next, I'll try the very end of the pegmatite. Now, if this comes the way I want it, it's going to take the pegmatite. It's right there, which we should see our first sapphire. I'm now noticing I probably didn't put enough of an angle on these. They're going too straight in, not really scooping it out. So let's see what happens. Just heard a big pop. I see some cracks forming. Let's see what I get. Oop, I was hoping to get something on camera. Put the camera down again. I'll show you when it comes. Okay, I got something right off the end of the pegmatite. Come on, show a crystal. There's the first sapphire, I think. Right there. Nope, that's not one. There's a little guy right there. But this pegmatite definitely ends at this point. Pegmatite is a place in igneous rock that basically something has happened geologically that the crystals were allowed to grow bigger. In this case, this is a metamorphic rock. So it used to be an igneous rock. It got squished and pushed in the Valhalla Dome, which is the big geological formation that makes these mountains, and metamorphosized. And the pegmatites got squished into these bands. And that's what we're looking for, is these bands that have the bigger crystals in it. Okay, I got a big chunk of pegmatite coming. Big chunk. This whole thing. And does it have my first sapphire of the day? Yes, it does. The sapphire right there. Let's get the close-up on it. So there's one small sapphire right there, and then I believe there's a bigger one right there. See that little hexagon shape there? That's a sapphire. And there's also one right here. None of these are great sapphires. None of them are the crystal I want, but the fact that I've got something going makes me happy. We'll get a good one. We're showing you that hexagon right there. Actually, this one right beside it is a sapphire too. There's two of them. One there, one there, one there. And where is it? Over here somewhere. Can't see in the camera. Yeah, right there. Okay, into the sample bag it goes. That'll be the first sapphire sample of the day. And the next one, which was actually already freed up, shows two beautiful sapphires. You see them reflecting back there, side by side? Those are nice. Silver with a bit of a blue tinge to them. Those are Star Sapphires. That's a nice one. A crack just formed right across the top of that pegmatite. I'm happy with that. I should get a good specimen from this one. Ooh. Don't lose that. I think it had a sapphire on it. Absolutely. Sapphire specimen with the other one. Nice. Next specimen is free, and it pulled this big sapphire with it. Let's see what we've got. Yep, sapphires all through here. One there, one there. This guy is terminated in there somewhere. Oh, look at that big one over here. Yeah, there's some good stuff in there. Definitely some nice ones down here. Don't worry, I'll get some close-ups of those when I get back to the quad. I know, the quad's right there, but that's where my camera is. Oh, the next piece just came off, and wow. Basically everything you see through there, everything that's dark, is a sapphire. Wow, oh, look at the perfect hex. That's the perfect crystal right there. And there is a lot in the wall at this point. A lot. Okay, let's show you some of these with the close-up. This is what I'm hoping one of the big crystals will do, and that's just pop out as the perfect hexagon. That one there is about 1/4 inch across, and it's a beautiful sapphire, but it's not one of the big ones. Here's a bit of a different angle on it, but everything there is a sapphire. There's another great looking crystal. Well, that's the best looking specimen so far. In the bag it goes. And here's just a little small specimen, one sapphire on the end. Now on this one, on the weathered surface, we see one sapphire there, one sapphire there, and one sapphire here. On the fresh break, there was obviously a flaw that let the rust get in, so it's hard to see in there. But we definitely see a good sapphire right there. We sort of see the back side of that one. Yeah, I can knock off the top here. Don't need that part. There's a good specimen. And this first one has 2 great sapphires. Actually 3. There's the edge of one up there, and then the face of 2. So a little bit of a break and time for today's geology lesson of the day. Sapphires. Sapphires are the mineral known as corundum. Blue corundum is known as a sapphire. Red corundum is known as a ruby. In this case, we have a very, very gray corundum, which is known as a sapphire. Now, some of these sapphires can star. Now, what that means is inside this sapphire crystal, there are microcrystals, or more of like fibers. And these fibers reflect light only in one direction. When all of those line up a certain way, they can reflect the light into these star patterns. Sometimes you get bars, sometimes you get 4-pointed stars. In this case, it's a 6-pointed star. It means those fibers lined up so that they reflect light in 6 different directions. Not all sapphires do that. Not all sapphires have the, microcrystals inside them that make that pattern. But in this situation, apparently, I haven't seen it perfect yet, but you can get the perfect 6-pointed star from the blue star sapphires. There's today's geology lesson of the day. Okay, let's go back for more. More drilling needed. I think I just got a good specimen. I was just trying to actually free up my previous feather and wedge that I stuck in here. So I put a wedge beside it and tried to just pop the rock out. But this whole face came. So let's see what happens. Into the pegmatite. No sapphire. No sapphire. Oh, that's a good piece. Oh, I just saw it. Full ½ inch. Perfect fractured. Oh, that might be my star sapphire right there. I might be able to get that one to star. Oh, that would be nice. Anyhow, that goes in my pocket right now. That is a keeper. What else is coming out? There's another big one here that's sitting on. Oh, big. Oh, yes. I'm on it. This is a sapphire right there. Oh, there we go. It's free. Oh, don't lose anything. Nope. Oh, again. Beautiful, big, flat. That whole corner there is sapphire. That's a big sapphire down here. That's a big sapphire. Piece that's about to pop out has got sapphires in it. None of that will, because that's above the pegmatite. But this one right here will. Nothing there. That's all sapphire. Sapphire, 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 sapphire. Sapphire, 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 sapphire. That's what I'm talking about. And this here is just a freed up sapphire. Yes, the sapphires here are like a silvery gray. So this is why I want to start with the best spot first. I might not even get to those other spots today. getting great samples from here. And I can't go to dark tonight because I am on a multi-day road trip. I have to make my way out to Alberta here, meeting up with Mark from Dynasty Fossils, and we're gonna go amylite hunting. But that'll be another video. And from here, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna try to find any that I can separate out that we might be able to get Star Sapphires from, and see if a buddy of mine who does sapphires can cab them for me. The ones that are not cabbable, I will cut down and we will put on our web store as sapphire specimens for rock collectors, so they can have a piece of sapphire in host. But that's probably it right there. It's a nice big one, about 1/2 inch across. Came out really nice. I can see that it's a good 1/8 inch thick. That one's not even going in the bag. That one stays in my pocket. Okay, more drilling. And another good one coming. This one, I'm trying to pop this off and it's not going. That's solid. So I put one over here as well, trying to pop this off. You can see all the sapphires along that line. This is still solid. It had done its job earlier, but it didn't come free. So I'm hoping when this comes off, I can get that out of there. That one's solid. Starting to lose feather and wedges. So at some point I have to start recovering them so I don't run out of them, because if one is stuck, I need a second to free it up. And if I get them all stuck in the wall, then I'm in trouble. I got the top one out. The fractures went up to it and it freed it right up. Now let's get the specimen out. And whoop, there it is. Sapphires all through it. That one's a really blue one. Nice. The wind changed on me. The dust is blowing back at me, not away from me. That's not good. You don't want to breathe this dust. I left my dust mask back in the truck. Don't want to move to the other side to drill so that the dust blows away, because there's a really nasty overhang over there. Nah, I'm not abandoning this yet. Look at the size of sapphire. Let's see if this feather and wedge will pop that out. This is a stubborn one. Hoping it's gonna be the best of the day though. Here we go. Finally getting motion. It's a coming. It's got the biggest sapphire, another big one. Getting tired. And I think rather than mining this one pegmatite all day long, it would be good to do some prospecting, looking for other pegmatites that might have sapphires in it along the way. I saw some yesterday down there that, you know, 1 or 2 feather and wedges, pop it off, will tell me if they were actually sapphires or not. So I think I'm just gonna get this piece and that piece and call this pegmatite done for now. And that one just popped. That one's tight, but this is loose. Loose with the chisel, that is. Check out this sapphire crystal I just pulled. About an 1/8 inch thick again, maybe 3/8 of an inch wide. That there could be faceted as well. Not faceted, I shouldn't say faceted. This would be made into a cab, hopefully showing that star. Pocket piece. One tap with the chisel and it's loose with the fingers. There it is. Great sapphires. Look at the size of that beast. Looking at it from sort of this angle, you can see the hexagon. Kind of shattered down into the hexagon. Sapphires all over the backside. And look what's left in the wall. I'm gonna want to bring the little zip disc down here with diamond and pull that one out without shattering it. Let's get these next 2 oh my goodness, that's nice. Let's get the next 2 specimens off. So my final one's just about to come. Then I have to free up my feather and wedges. Then I'll go off and do some prospecting. Anything in that? Nope. Whoop, there it is. Oh, that's all sapphire. Everything dark you see in that pegmatite is a sapphire. Wow. The one on the end may make a cab. Any of them really could. Depends on what's hidden inside the rock. Okay, can I get these things back? Okay, after seeing the size of that crystal left in the wall, one feather wedge should pop it. One more. And look at that. That's cabbable material. More than 1/8 of an inch thick. Beautifully clean. I can actually break this one out of here easily. There we go. Full on sapphire. That is a single sapphire crystal. But more importantly, that is a single sapphire crystal. Is it free yet? Nope, still working on it. Still working. I think I saw it move when I was backing this out. So, feather and wedge is out. Oh, crystal below it. 1, 2, 3. Yes, I know how to count. And I just saw it move. Yep, completely free. Ho, ho, ho. That is one crystal. One freaking huge sapphire crystal. Can I get one of these cabbed and starring? Wouldn't that be nice? That's the best one of the day. I really should have brought the angle grinder with the diamond disc. I could have got some of these out in really good shape, but didn't think I would need it. I didn't think I was gonna be finding such good crystals here. Live and learn. Can't stop, won't stop. I'm going after it. It's probably not smart of me. That's the one I said I was gonna bring the saw out to get out, but there's also that one right there. Just put a hole down here. It's probably not a smart idea. Don't break, please don't break. I'm actually not gonna film this, because I want to take my time and dab it in so slow and gentle as I film it. And it cracked. At least I got that last big one. There's a crack right across the face of it. That's what I get. That's what I get. Before I take it out of there, I'll show you the crack that went through it. Still usable stuff. I can still cap the top side and the bottom side. Well, let's see what I can recover from this. It's a cracked sapphire for sure. Here we go. Let's see what it looks like. Oh, top one came out really nicely. Really nicely. There we go. That top one was what I was going after. Yeah, that's it. And it came out perfect. Full on crystal up there. And the bottom one wasn't very thick in the end after all. Anything on this one? Yep. Possibly a cabbable one there too. Okay, I'm glad I stayed to get that out of there. There's a full. Oh, nice. Nice one. So here's the one that I wanted so much. The reason it cracked so simply, it was just a thin sapphire. Still really cool. Ho ho ho, she's a stubborn one. Just does not want to free up. Usually if you tap them sideways, don't hit them hard enough to break them, but oh, there we go. They start to free up. Yeah, there we go. Whoop, there it is. So lots left for the next time. Hopefully there's no claim jumpers because those are very exposed, but I want to try a new pegmatite. At least one, I'm running out of time. So the first pegmatite I went after, prospecting, no sapphires in the piece I broke off. I'm just gonna do a quick break like this on a couple different ones. Well, prospecting pays off. Sapphire. It's just a small one in there, right at the tip of my thumb. But where there's one, there will be more. And another. The pocket's getting full. Well, I've pulled 3 little sapphires out of there now. Just broke off a big chunk right on the pegmatite. If there's sapphires here, they should show it. Something green in there. No, we have no emeralds in this area. I think that's a sapphire right there. Yeah, that's one. So we do have sapphires on this pegmatite. Nothing like the one that was over there though. Nowhere near as good. Oh, there's another one over here. And there we go. Sapphires all through this little piece of peg. They're just small. So, interesting. Not one that I'd put any more time into. I would look for another one that showed bigger sapphires. Well, I'm gonna do one more over there, but I don't think it really has anything in it. Just want to see what's inside the peg. Someday I want to go over there and do some gem sieving in this river here, because there's garnets and sapphires all around, and if they wash out on that bar, I might be able to sieve them out. That'd be fun, but not right now. Well, that last peg didn't have any sapphires yet again. So it's time to clean up the site here, get it looking natural, and make sure that the people that are enjoying the trail here don't even know I was there. Hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please leave that thumbs up. If I haven't earned your subscription yet, I hope I earned it today. And a big thanks to everyone for watching, especially my patrons. Hope you're all having a great day. I am. And until the next one, bye!